evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Final Fantasy Randomizer 2020 Spring Tournament here on the Speed Gaming Family Networks, and we have an excellent race coming at you tonight. We have two players with 4 wins on them, Thunderclaude versus Groggydog. And hey everyone, I'm Cyclone, ready to call the action of this exciting race for you. We also have with us tonight Professor Render. How are you doing tonight, Professor?
Hello! I'm actually not commentating the ALTTPR for once.
Oh, interesting. So, what do you think about this matchup tonight?
This is actually looking pretty exciting. Saw a bit of Thunderclaude, and I'm interested what Groggydog will bring to the table for us today.
Yep, it's going to be a very interesting matchup. I know that I have seen Thunderclaude myself racing, and the first time I saw him was actually, the first time I ever actually saw him racing was actually way back during the Platypus Invitational. Very, very strong runner, and I could tell right away he was going to be one of those runners to look for coming through this next tournament, and he has proven himself so far.
Alright, we should be ready to drop the gate, right?
Yep, the gate should be ready to go here, and we do have Groggydog as well, also an excellent runner in the community. I think he's been running a little bit longer than Thunderclaude has, but again, both exceptional runners, both have 4 wins. And we should talk about the flag set tonight. We have Chaos going on, don't we?
Oh yeah, this is Chaos Week, and I've seen from the one match I've seen today, yeah, this is going to be quite an interesting ride. 3 loose items.
It's going to be even more fun knowing the Temple of Fiends Revisited is going to be absolute chaos in every sense of the word layer 2. We have enemies up to 200% from the seed. We have bosses really strong as well. So we're going to have a potential of a chaos that's very, very beefy and very, very, well, shall we say, absorbent, possibly.
I dropped the flag here.
Now, the flag has been dropped and he's going to catch up in a moment. So we do need to find out what's going to be in Coronaria. That's the first thing we're going to do. Take guesses as to what magic you want to find in the level 1 shop, everyone in chat. Take some guesses what we're going to find here. Hopefully something
for fade.
Hopefully there's something to defeat Garland, but for all we know, we might have to use, you know, a mace or something. We'll find out.
Harm 4.
We have a call for Aether. We have Fade. We have Sleep. Well, we're going straight to the white magic shop. First thing we're going to do, A Mute, A Rub, Cure 2, and Harm 4. That's a whole bunch of nothing. Ice 2, Warp, Fire 2, Lock 2. There's a couple good ones, and Warp is especially good.
Oh yeah, it's very nice to move up a floor in case you want to go through, get those 3 chests in Ice Cave pretty quickly.
So both runners take advantage of the wonderful black magic that is found. The Cure 2, I think, was in there as well, and that is a good curing spell, but this early, it's basically a full heal. And Thunderclaude already getting the first encounter, getting a second one, so he's seeing what the encounter table has to present here.
Thunderclaude, the Temple of Fiends. A lot of money in that left side chest, the bottom left. You're not gonna pick that one up.
I was like, I might have been lagging behind for a moment when you said that, so I've refreshed that now. I should be caught up. Just saw a cabin and a whole bunch of money there.
Yeah, a bunch of money from the starting as Thunderclaude heading directly into Garland.
And using the Fire 2 charges, that's his method of choice. A couple of them, not enough to take Garland down, but bosses are, of course, heavy today. But Garland counts. And 163 did not survive very long, but another Fire 2 takes Garland out. Thunderclaude is the first back to the castle. There's our key. Render. I think there's a call to Marsh Cave and the Northwest Castle coming very shortly here.
Oh yeah, the key lets us go over to the armory here in Cornelia Castle, and Marsh Cave looking very, very nice. The Northwestern Cave, and there's the loose herb.
Yeah, this is entirely calling and go the Elfland area right now. 100%. All 3 items go on that part of the continent. So it's going to be interesting because we can take that herb to the prince to get an item from him. We're going to go to Astos. We're going to get another item from him. Very nice king. He's going to be happy to help us out, I'm sure. There's a cloth, by the way, in the armory. And we're going to also get possibly something from Marsh Cave, but that's a question of if the runners want to go in there yet, because while there's no incentive in Marsh Cave, there are 3 loose items, one of which is the canal. That canal could be in Marsh Cave.
Oh yeah, and not to mention I saw some dragon armor from also the Cornelia Armory.
And some very expensive houses there, but an opportunity to stock up on some of them because we found some very good early money there.
Thunderclaude and Groggy's taking some time to stock up on those cabins and houses. You never know if you'll need all those magic, all those charges and health and all that.
If you're already at full health or very close to full health and you're not using any magic, then cabins are a better usage for random travel. But otherwise, yeah, houses are good for getting all your stats back if you need them.
Thunderclaude onto Provoca, gonna talk to BK the pirate, and take down all those pirates that he has and put up all those slots for our enemies.
The pirates are hitting very strong right now, but they don't like fire. Which is kind of strange. You think they'd like a campfire.
I mean, it's a magic spell, so it could be like
True.
very burning. Oh, like a Tala also in Temple of Fiends, right side. The anime from BK.
Oh, we're gonna have to stop by the dwarves along the way. But no canoe, so actually no, there's a bridge up there, so I guess they could do that if they want to.
Rocket, look at the top, those 2 chests in the top right. And down, Rocket takes 2 follows for off of 2 light warriors. Yeah.
Thunderclaude, meanwhile, stocking up on the finest of pots. So what are we going to have in the white magic shop for level 2? We have Ruse, Cure 3, Heal 3, and A Fire, which was what someone guessed for level 1. Cure 3 getting purchased immediately, Heal 3 getting purchased immediately, and Ruse getting purchased immediately.
Yeah, those are nice finds there. There's Zap on level 2. Oh, Lit 2. And even better, Lit 3.
Lit 2 and Lit 3 at the same level, yeah. Black Wizard is going to be getting Lit 3 later, and Red one will have to sell. Red one will have to sell for Lit 2, probably. And back to sea, and groggydog is continuing his exploration of Coronaria. And we're going to get a quick check at the chest inventories. We don't have the crystal yet, so we can't get the item from Victoria herself, but we can get the item that is located, or the 3 items that are located in the chests.
Yeah, pretty pissed off over at Vitoya's cave and Groggy on the way over to Provoca.
And the asps go down as quickly as they usually do. So what do we have in the 3 chests here? Let's find out. We have a heal pot, we have the defense, and we have money. The defense is a good endgame weapon for another character.
Yeah. Nice to have that defense for the late game.
So now the aforementioned trip to the Elfland area, we're going to have a lot to do down here because we got a lot of key items and we're going to get at least 2 more while we're here. So we're getting a very quick start to the seed. If there's a canoe down here, this is almost too free.
Yeah, we got a lot of free stuff this early game here.
And Thunderclaude getting the shortcut of the castle to check the armory here. So we're going to get to see what these 4 chests up here have already. And Groggy getting his adamant. There's an Aegis Shield, more money. Excalibur, there's a good weapon to have. And the Rune Sword.
Yeah, Aegis Shield, Excalibur, that's very nice. A lot of free stuff still.
Now those can't be used yet, but those are things that the knight would be able to use later if he doesn't have something else of use that he wants to use later. We have our bottle, by the way, from the prince, so we can't use that yet. That's up in Gaia that we need that. Or theoretically, because that's where the fairy is. But we can't even get to her yet, so it doesn't matter. We can't use that yet.
Ooh, a wall run, level 3 magic. On expert.
You're getting a lot of white magic there, picking up some heal as well. And we're going to make our way over to the level 4 magic right now. Still filthy rich here, so we're going to spend a little bit more here. Exit!
I approve of this. And I love a Bane
there's,
and fast.
And there's Bane, yeah, Bane and fast. Excellent finds.
Yeah, Thunderclaude not wasting any time, just gonna grab that exit immediately, and also Invis 2, or Invis 2.
You have something against Lamp? Come on. You need to see where you're going.
I mean, it's not the lamp, or there's not a lot of lamp lock locations in Final Fantasy.
I had to call back to the Link to the Past there. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. There's no lamp lock locations here. Only stuff that's in here.
There's no wizard throwing balls that you hear, no. We're going to see this in the item shop. Is this our key item? The key item is not here. So immediately going to head to Northwest Castle. I'm predicting this is a stop for. And immediately gets the Lit 3 out against the Grey Wolves. We didn't really get to see a lot except for an attack that didn't do too much. And he's up to level 5.
Yeah, it's very nice to find that Lit 3 very early on in the game. You can just go through a ton of encounters earlier on, especially in this early game.
Yeah, anything like that to roast a lot of enemies very quickly. It's needless to say, it's electrifying. What is in Northwest Castle? We got some trap tiles to check out here too, possibly. There's some money, there's a wooden staff, and there's more money. And that's trap tiles, sea snakes. Not worth it. And we have manticores. Not the best, but I think they are somewhat okay. I don't think he's going to grind on this, though, especially because he already got slain. Oh, they're beefy.
Oh yeah, they're beefy boys.
So he knows the items that were not any good. I wonder if he's going to go back and get the item from Astos. I imagine he will, but I don't think he's going to go this chest or that last trap tile. So he's just going to get the item from Astos, complete that fight, and get out. Oh, well, isn't this a little vanilla?
And somewhat rando.
Apparently Astos has a vanilla ice cream today, so stock up on yours.
I prefer mint chocolate chip.
I like cookies and cream myself, but moving on. Astos goes down. groggydog stocking up on the level 4 magic at this time, and is moving over to the item shop to find that it does not have what he's looking for. And Thunderclaude trying to burn off some encounters here before he takes off back to Elfland. Or to Marsh Cave, possibly. He could do that. Nope, Elfland. Now, we haven't found the canal yet, so I'm wondering if this is a time where he might, maybe he's thinking of going to Dwarf Cave first, because there is a, there are 10 items plus the adamant in Dwarf Cave, so he's possibly thinking he can find his progress there before he comes back and goes to Marsh. That could be a possibility.
Yeah, and something to note too is that that canal is not actually part of the loose items. While there is 3 loose items, and we know one of them, that was the herb over at Cornelia Castle, that canal actually is not part of that loose item pool.
A little bit of a change from the rest of the tournament. It usually has been. Now it isn't. So he is going to see. This is probably a trip to the dwarves like I thought. Seems to be heading in that general direction. Nope, he's going to Oh, he's checking Matoya. Getting the item from Matoya first. That's good too.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong going with Matoya first before you go over to the Dwarf Cave. It's relatively close by.
From a chest Sessi perspective, you know you're getting one key item at Dwarf Cave anyway from the Adamant. But I guess he just doesn't want to have to worry about coming back to Matoya later, so that's why he's going here first.
Alright, Thunderclaude, bot 2, first gonna burn out some counters, more encounters, and into Matoya's cave, we're gonna find out what that crystal gives us, and that is a
Oh! We can't use that yet, though.
Yeah, we need that canoe in order to get that floater so we can get into the air.
So the one thing you want to see if we want to have a seed that's as painful as possible is no canoe.
Groggy gonna get that crystal from off Astos.
Of course, now that I said that, the canoe is going to be on the Adamant, guaranteed.
Now Tracker correcting me and saying that it's been loose, but not part of the general incentive pool. It's got 4 items, but one of them will always be the canal.
Question from the chat, I'm just going to answer, where was the crown? The crown was off of the princess. And groggydog not wasting time with the trap tiles, just going to go fight Astos. There's the money for Thunderclaude, more money, hooray!
Hooray!
There's our chime, hooray!
Hooray!
Now we're going to go find our TNT dwarf, who we can't give the TNT to yet, so we're going to orphan that for a little while longer. He talks to him anyway, just to check. And there's money, there's a house, more money, nothing useful, more money. You know what, I don't like this treasury. Hooray!
Hooray!
Thunderclaude looks like he's burning off some encounters again. This encounter table has a lot of encounters very close to each other. That's going to be very interesting when they get into doing the dungeon dives later to find out what kind of encounters they get while they're trying to run that very tight encounter table.
Alright, Thunderclaude heading back into Temple of Fiends. I'm gonna grab that stuff that groggydog had picked up.
And groggydog, meanwhile, picking up the floater and catching up in terms of item knowledge here. Still, it looks like he still has to do the Dwarf Cave visit, however. So Thunderclaude becomes even richer.
Yeah, this early game has been pretty generous on money, which is nice in case there's some item that's like max gold or whatever.
Yeah, that, for all we know, that could be the vendor item as well. I mean, max gold, for those who might be wondering what max gold is, the way the game, NES games store the values like that, it was in, you know, those 0-1s binary type things. So the highest binary number they could assign to that was 65,535, which is all ones in that particular part of the code. And that, therefore, is the maximum amount of money that you will see for an item. So if we see that, that's the maximum amount they could spend for something.
Yeah, that's the 16-bit integer limit.
There you go.
And groggydog heading over to the Dwarf Cave. He's gonna get all that lovely money. Suppose that shine.
Meanwhile, we have to look at what Thunderclaude is doing because he's going to have to make a choice. Marsh Cave or Marsh Cave?
Yeah, pretty much at this point you gotta go to Marsh Cave because you've pretty much found not a whole lot. And all signs at this point just telling you just go to Marsh Cave.
Yeah, the hint was there early as soon as we got the key. And we got our hurry dwarf from Groggy Dog. Thank you, Groggy Dog. Hooray!
Hooray!
So, yeah, the early key was telling me right away Marsh Cave is probably on the table. So, we're probably going to find that to be true. I don't know if it'll be in the key locked area. It could be one of the other random chests, but it looks like there's something in Marsh Cave.
Yes, the Marsh Cave, the one cave that gave us a lot of trouble as a kid back in the olden days at the NES.
It gave you trouble?
That cave is quite a nuisance, let's put it lightly.
Oh no, in Randomizer it is, but not as bad. Not much worse than the vanilla game.
Yeah, still kind of annoying in the vanilla game. So
the wizards annoyed me. I didn't like the wizards very much, but anyway, some ghostly items go down, and we're gonna go to the second floor, top half. More shadows. Apparently, shadows don't like fire.
Oddly appropriate.
So we just found one of our opal items there. There's a heal helmet, meanwhile. And this wolf pack isn't doing much. So there's some more money, and gonna use the warp and use it twice. And he's gonna save that very small amount of money. I guess he wants to keep the items that were in there.
Yeah, I mean, opal is fine. It's not the opal blaze bracelet that everyone knows about, but.
Oh, here's one of our favorite enemies, the gargoyles, the fire hydrants.
Joy.
So we're already on the tight end of the, we've got to the loose end of the encounter table now. And now we're on the treasure floor. Let's see what we have down here. At least you can warp it out. You don't have to lock it out. You can warp it out. So if we find something good, we can get out of here. Ooh, ice sword. That's a worthwhile sword to have. Early on.
Yeah, it's a nice early game sword. It's definitely better than the rune for that fighter.
We're already getting down to the key area here. We're going to have trap tiles. He avoided this one, but I don't think the other two can be avoided. But I like Thunderclaude's names. Let's open 163 boxes. Boxes spelled wrong, of course, but we don't have a fifth character, so we'll have to take it.
Hey, it works. Hey, looks like that means like 163 spots.
Oh, the trap tile is a single gray imp, and there's our canal behind it.
Yeah, at this point, that canal was going to show up eventually in Marsh Cave, so yeah, it's always Marsh Cave.
Yeah, it was either going to be the canal in Marsh Cave or it was going to be the canoe in Marsh Cave. Those were the only two ways you could progress here. But because it was the canal, you know what? There's our no canoe, so this could be the most painful element right here.
Yeah, both players do have that floater in hand, and we can't really get in the air unless we have that canoe in hand. Oh, a pro cape.
And I will explain that for those not familiar with the map, in the exact map layout in that area. There is a dock south of the desert where the airship is located. This is correct. However, you need the canoe to cross the river to get over to the sand. You can't come from the other side because there are more rivers on the way on the other side. It is canoe locked. So until they find the canoe, they can't get in the air. They have to sail the high seas in that ship until they get that canoe.
That is correct.
So find another pack of werewolves. That one did a little damage. There's another little bit of damage. So they are hitting for a little bit, but not too much.
Rocket grabs the ice sword for that fighter.
No, I just realized.
Hmm?
We haven't seen anything really nasty in terms of spells yet.
Yeah, this early game has been pretty nice with spells. At this point, we've pretty much did all the level 4 one, like up to level 4. Level 5 might just happen to have like nuke or fade or
No.
Onyx.
No, I'm talking about enemies with spells.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of bad encounters.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything nasty, which means that when we get to Earth Cave or the volcano later, we're probably going to be in for a bad time. Personally, I'd love to see the vampire win a fight again, but that's just me.
Thunderclaude's talking about those pro rings.
If you got them, if you got it, flaunt it.
Yeah, I'm spending a lot of the money there because we did find a lot of money early on, and it's just always nice to have those pro rings on hand.
So now that we have our lovely canal, as the piece of land that was located south of Dwarf Cave earlier has magically disappeared, almost as if TNT was used on it, but we did not actually find any TNT because, you know, you don't need TNT to make a canal, just collect the canal and you're good.
Gonna save point over at Melmond.
So we're going to make our way to Crescent Lake, and there is a circle of 12 very, very intelligent people from the Final Fantasy community in there.
That's not me.
Or me. I know Edgeworth is in there somewhere.
Yeah, shout out to Edgeworth. Very nice runner, and pretty cool dude to work with.
Mm-hmm. So what's in the item shop? Is it Star 1? No, it isn't. But we are going to get some tents, it looks like. And now to the armor shop. The armory contains gloves and chain armor. Beautiful. Magic. We have AI soft. I saw life there, and I thought I saw life too. I might be wrong. There's
there
Nuke at level 6. Nuke at level 6. And there's the Circle of Sages, and let's see. Looks like Woach is the one handing out the loot today. And now Thunderclaude is going to burn off his encounters again. This is something we're going to see a lot of, and we've seen already a lot of from him, burning off as many encounters as possible to get an early jump on whatever the next thing is that he wants to do.
And our tracker letting us know that Life 2 is on the bottom of the level 6 white magic.
Yeah, I thought that's what I saw there, and seeing both Life and Life 2 at that level, that is not a good sign, because you want to split up those life charges for Temple of Fiends Revisited, and knowing that our bosses are 230% and therefore more likely to decimate you, that means there could be a few deaths.
Yeah. And looking like Groggy, head over to the Crescent. Yeah, it looks like Crescent Lake area.
Yeah, definitely the Crescent Lake area, because he's in that dock right now. Thunderclaude is heading north. He's gonna head towards the Melmond area, and I think Earth is his next stop. That or... no, he can't do the Ruby yet. It has to be Earth. And he will not be able to go past the 3rd floor, but he does have warp, so he can get the items out of there if he wants.
Yeah, looking like that's the call that Thunderclaude wanted to go to, and it's going to be that Earth Cave.
Yep, it definitely is. He's taking advantage of the ability to save the game and then do a hard reset, which will let him burn off the first few parts of the encounter table with the soft reset, and then get another nice long run in before having to get another encounter. There's our canoe!
Alright, Thunderclaude now has access to the airship, lets him fly around and be all free and happy and all that.
He has the entire world at this point, basically. Like, there's nothing blocked off now in terms of exploration. The only blocks are by certain items get into certain areas. Like, you still need to get the Oxyel to get to the Sea Shrine, for example. But you can at least get to the entrance to the Sea Shrine if you want to.
Yeah, and the bottles now open up as well in case Thunderclaude wants to check out the ferry in Gaia.
Exactly, but he's going to get the items out of Earth first, I'm presuming, because he's hanging around this area, saved the entrance. He's going to go in and item raid here.
And groggydog is going to grab the loot from up the float.
Yep. There's a soft jar and 1,300 gold. Going to burn off more encounters again with a hard reset. groggydog has stopped and is apparently thinking. And resets.
Still contemplating. Thunderclaude.
I wasn't sure if he actually saved the pickup of the... I don't know if he saved that, did he? He has to go get it again.
Yeah, but groggydog is also going to grab the nuke and life too.
I'm going to assume that groggydog might have had a controller problem, and that's why he might have paused. That's the only thing I can imagine there. Meanwhile, at 29 minutes, and we'll get that in a second, at 29 minutes and 42 seconds, Thunderclaude is in the air.
And heading directly to Gaia.
As you suggested.
Oh.
I missed that.
Temper and Fire 3 on level 7.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a yuck.
Oh, for sure. And Thunderclaude is, but like I predicted, it's going to turn in that bottle and get an opal bracelet.
Yeah, the Opal Cheerio. That is one of the few items that is in the incentive pool that is not a theoretically required item, but it is still nonetheless an excellent armor item if we didn't already have pro rings.
Yeah, it's like the half magic, but it's not an actual. But it's not. Doesn't actually cut your health, your magic in half. It's just the thing. Really good bracelet.
We just had a Tyro sighting, but that was an encounter burn, so now he's going to go ahead and fight the Tyro. I mean, you got to have a steak once in a while, right?
Yeah. Steaks are nice, even though I have trouble eating steaks.
Steak. The steak is fighting back.
Since when does steaks fight back?
Oh, that was 151 damage on poor 1263 there.
Yeah, I'll have to reset out of that one. Burn the rest of the encounters off.
Yeah, Thunderclaude decided the steak was not worth losing his losing 163 over.
Maybe 163 doesn't like steak.
Clearly, it must have been allergic to it.
Can you even get allergic to steak?
I'm sure you can be. You can be allergic to cow meat, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair point.
And they're allergic to almost everything, so I'm not going to question.
And Thunderclaude heading over to the Castle of Ordeals.
So, just for those wondering, the Castle of Ordeals maze is randomized in the randomizer. Let's see which portal is the correct one. It looks like it could be one of these three, but the good news is Thunderclaude does have warp. If he finds one that goes to an area he's already been to, he can warp back and go get a different portal. And he is almost completely stun-locked. This is not a good scenario. The fire hydrants are trying to keep him there for a while, and he got away. And there's going to be a warp usage right there. And immediately more fire hydrants. That's another warp. That's another. Well, that could be another warp, but he's not going to do it. And now he's realizing he made a mistake. There it is.
There you go.
Warps everywhere, and I think that's a vanilla pillar that goes to the end there, isn't it? It's in that area anyway.
I'd have to look.
Anyway, Medusas go down with some ice. And at 33 minutes and 25 seconds, groggydog is now also in the air. So about a 4-minute difference getting into the air, it looks like. Oh, here's a different strategy. We're going to get to see what Lucan has already.
Yeah, Sarda is going to give us an
Or
Oxia.
Sarda, my mistake, yes. And Oxia is going to get us into the Sea Shrine once we... well, he can go up there if he wants to. He can actually go there now if he wants.
Yeah, he's got the airship.
I don't think he's going to, but he can.
Yeah, the option's always there. And groggydog is heading over to Gaia.
Tried to park the airship on that patch of rock there. That's going to hurt the paint job.
A little light tap still scrapes the paint job.
Nah, it's going to be hard to get that one out. And I've always wondered why there's a walking broom in Gaia. I don't get it.
I mean, with Matoya's cave, it makes sense because Matoya's a witch.
Yeah. So there's money, a cabin, more money, and more money. I've noted that something I apparently missed is that we had a loose power bonk out there as well. So that's 2 loose items, and also 2 of our non-key items out of the pool. There's our rod located in the Castle of Ordeals.
Okay, so that is that's Earth Cave.
Yep, at Earth Cave, fully accessible, fully explorable. So 2 dungeons can be explored now. And actually with the canoe, that makes it, I think the volcano can be fully looked at now as well as Ice Cave. So a lot of options, but they have the airship anyway, they can do those anyway. So all we need in terms of dungeon exploration at this point, I believe, is the cube. I think that's all we need to be able to do all 4 dungeons. There are still other items we need to pick up, but that's all we need for the dungeons.
Yeah, it does check out. We know where the Oxyel is. We know where the chime is. We got picked up the chime a while ago. We still have to look for the cube. Thunderclaude got the rod. And
there's something that's coming to my mind here. We don't have a lot of key items left that we need to pick up because we have access to 3 dungeons. We just need the cube for Sky Castle. We already have the loot. We already have the Master Key, so we're good for Temple of Fiends Revisited. This has to be a fetch quest. It has to be a huge fetch quest to get one of either the last of these items, that could be from a loose chest, or the entire remaining set of key items, like key locations, is going to lead in an orderly fetch quest to this last item that we need, the cube.
Yeah, because cube is our go mode, and if what you're saying is true, I bet you have to go on a giant fetch quest, then, well, at least I could punch my ticket in saying that we can do the mushroom into the powder, into the book, into tablets.
By the way, the tail has not been found yet either, so they might not even get to promote in this seed either.
Yeah, that tablet is still, or that tablet, the tail, both start with T, and have an A in it. But that tail is still out there.
They both start with TA, so I can say it. But yeah, that's when you know the bosses are going to be at 230%, and you know you've got a 4,000 plus HP chaos waiting for you at the end of the game. I think promotion is something you want to do.
Yeah.
So look at what Thunderclaude is doing for those not familiar. You can actually use warp over the hole, and thus get the item that is located in the key chest. So we now know it's a slab, and both chests on either side, left and right, both have exactly 6,437 gold in them. What do you know?
Yeah, so the slab will obviously get the turnout in, and so we can translate it.
And now, excuse me, Thunderclaude going to get something that groggydog already picked up in the Oxio.
Looks like one of our tracker is saying that our power bomb was the last of those loose items, from what I'm reading.
Am I miscounting? We did have the herb, I believe.
We had the herb. Yes, that was one of our looses. And then it was the I think it was the adamant that was the second one.
I guess it was loose. I thought it was from somewhere else. Maybe it was loose.
I should have wrote that in. No, it wasn't it. No, it was. We got it from BK, right? It was pretty early on.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a canoe. It was a canoe. Thanks to our tracker.
So we're going to be going not to the... Well, now Thunderclaude's going to destroy the airship a little bit. That's perfect. So now he's going to head over to the Lufane area. He already got the slab translated, so we're not going to get a bunch of Lupa. We're just going to get to see what they actually say. You may notice as we go by here that there is an inn and a clinic here. In the vanilla game, those are not there. This is what we call Lefanish hospitality. That is turned on in these lakes. There is that tail. So no fetch quest here.
Yeah, so obviously that tail will let us upgrade those class change, and that will leave that those late game swords that we picked up earlier on to be pretty useful.
It's also going to mean that we still have a fetch quest to get to go mode, possibly. In fact, I'd say it's almost certain at this point.
Yeah, and that could mean something like the TNT or the Ruby, although that Ruby just leads over to Titan. That's just has something.
Well, keep in mind that the game logic will not set up in a way, and this is good for any new players as well, the game logic will set up in a way that all items can be accessed. So you're not going to have something locked behind a floater in a sea that does not otherwise require the floater. You have to be able to get to that item. So you're never going to have the floater located in Lufane, for example. It's always going to be accessible somewhere before there, so you get whatever's in Lufane, even if it's something you don't need. So every item is going to be something that you can collect. It's just a matter of... And that can help you determine the logic in some ways, too, because if you know there's only one key item left that you can possibly pick up that is not a fetch quest, you know that item's going to be the end of the fetch quest. You know exactly what you need to do to get that item. So that can help you with planning when to do stuff as well.
Yeah, and I did see a gold bracelet. I see a gold bracelet from off of the Dragon Cave system.
The Cardi Islands?
Cardi Islands, yeah.
Anyway, we are now in the promotion room. We're going to go see King Bahamut at this point. There is a flag in the randomizer where the doctors on vacation flag can send 3 doctors, Dr. Un, the Elfland Prince, and this dragon to different locations. They shuffle between those 3 locations. It's not turned on here. There are other vanilla spots.
There's the class change for Thunderclaude.
And there's 203 gold to go with it. I think we found the good gold chests early because we're not finding much anymore.
Yeah, I found a lot of them earlier on, and Thunderclaude opted just to stop at the Oasis for a bit.
That was just a check for the vendor item. That is the vanilla location of the vendor item because that is the vendor. Unfortunately, the vendor is not carrying his item with him. So, by the way, Open has 2 ice swords. That is fantastic. I guess if one shatters, he can use the other one.
So the only thing that I can... That vendor item has to be out there somewhere.
We have not been in on-rack yet. The odds are very high at this point it could be an on-rack. Either
Yeah,
that or we missed it.
Yeah, and neither Thunderclaude or groggydog ever went over to on rack. Obviously, because they were looking for that Oxyel to route that in alongside it.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Thunderclaude did not do the lower floor of Ice Cave. I think he found all of his loose items already, so he did not do the lower floor of Ice Cave to look for anything else. I wonder if groggydog he found a ribbon. That's actually a good find. That may prove beneficial later. So he probably was just looking for extra equipment like this, and there's some wraiths.
Thunderclaude happened to go over to the Waterfall Cave, check out that robot and all the stuff that's in Waterfall Cave.
Now, the odds are very low at this point that the cube is what's going to come from the robot, and it is a vanilla item, and obviously we hope it's something different anyway. But knowing that there's so few items left to pick up that we actually need, and knowing there's a lot of fetch quest items, I'm inclined to think we're going to see a fetch quest here.
Yeah, and that could mean the TNT.
TNT 2? Gonna get you to make a call here.
I'd say TNT, personally.
Yeah, TNT leading to what from the dwarf?
TNT leading to, maybe the cube? Or maybe the ruby.
I seem more likely the ruby, because there's something in Titan's Tunnel, so that could... I think that's where I think the cube could go there based on the logic, unless I'm forgetting an item in the fetch quest. But let's see what the trap tile is. It's sharks and gray sharks. Not really worth it, so we're gonna go to the chest, and then we're gonna talk to the robot. And Mr. Robot, there's the ruby. So maybe it'll be ruby to my mind just blanked. The ruby's gonna start the fetch quest instead, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and that could lead to something like to the TNT or the cube, or
yeah, TNT.
Yeah, or that could lead to something like some like equipment or some sort of chain that leads into that. I don't know.
Well, again, there's only the one real item left that we need, so it's probably going to be the TNT or some other fetch quest I'm forgetting about.
Yeah, and I'll agree with you, Cyclone. I think the TNT will just be there. All right, Thunderclaude, checking it out. There's that TNT. So ignore that. So.
Well, so much for that.
So at this point, so it's either if it's not the ruby, if Titans have the cube, then or if it doesn't have the cube, then it has to be the TNT. From off of Eric.
We'll find out. We know there's at least 2 items that are unlocked by those fetch quests. Are we gonna need to buy the TNT? Thunderclaude hopefully will leave with that TNT just in case, but he may decide to gamble and not buy that. We'll have to find out later.
Yeah. So yeah, Thunderclaude heading over to see the sea shrine. While groggydog is gonna go and get the tail.
Thunderclaude is heading upstairs here. It looks like to the mermaid side of the game here. And those ghosts did not want to go down. They still don't want to go down. My goodness. Well, that'll take him down. A little bit of harm.
No harm, no foul.
And checks the chest along the way and gets 1 item out of it. It's a little bit of money. And there's more money. So far the mermaid floor is very financially motivating, but not much else. And there's a pro cape, so that is a useful armory item.
Yeah, we saw one of those earlier on in the seed.
Oh, another pro ring. I have a bunch of those.
And it's not like we got some pro rings earlier on in, what was it? Crescent Lake?
Yeah, I think it was Crescent Lake. And there was an opal something. I didn't catch which one. I think it was a shield. Mermaid's getting in the way a little bit today. And Thunderclaude going to keep all that and exit and save, and going to burn off some counters before heading back in. Just saw a Frostgator and a red Karib on groggydog side. He is also in the on-rack area. Let's see if he actually makes a trip up to the mermaids, or if he just goes straight down. I think he's also found his loose items. So he already did a check and found a ribbon, so he might be good as he is.
Yeah, well, groggydog is going to go and get the ruby from off of the robot.
Yeah, that is still necessary. And these red Sahigs, they don't give you a lot of experience. This is a fight that is just annoying every time you get to it. And of course, that means you get another whole helping of them. Yeah, and by the way, it's unrunnable.
Oh yeah, that could potentially be a problem if you were trying to be quick. You gotta take this fight regardless.
Yeah, like it or not, if they all get to shoot before you, you have to have that fight, and you have to kill them after they're done.
I think I saw one of them had Quad X.
I thought I saw that too. Alright, third floor. And there's the house. There's a small amount of money and not much on this floor. So he's got another set of chests on the second floor. Will he go check them? You betcha. There's a ribbon. He's going to want that. That's his first ribbon.
Yeah. Just get rid of any unnecessary stuff you need and just grab that ribbon immediately. Just going to put that on boxes.
Pro caves, pro rings, and ribbons. There you go.
And it's actually going to put that ribbon on to open.
Didn't check the last chest there, I don't think.
I don't believe Thunderclaude did.
No, he didn't. Oh, the lobsters are squinting today. I'm starting to think our green Medusas are going to be nasty later. What about you?
Yeah, when we get to Topher, they're going to be a big pain when we see those green Medusas.
Very well known in the community, a race from last year's tournament, second round of Swiss, the Dragon Slayer, with an exceptional race against one of the champions in the randomizer, and I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with that race. If that green Medusas came out to play in that one, it would not surprise me in this last week of the round robin here if they did it here as well, especially in this format.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Groggydog coming back onto the air, and it's opting to head over to... wonder where he's going. It's going to turn into tail.
Yeah, you want to be promoted. Gives you a little bit more that you can do magically and everything else.
Thunderclaude is on their way over to fight off against Kraken.
Just about 2 or 3 encounters away on this encounter table, depending on what point in that table he is. Okay, maybe not 2 or 3. So he's at the orb, ready to light it, and gonna check his inventory one more time, make sure he's healed. And he is good to go, and release the Kraken, the first fiend fight of this seed at 52 minutes.
Yeah, Thunderclaude in a position to light the first orb of the match.
And getting some strats ready, we're using Ruse immediately. Fast is being put to use on the fighter, the knight. Invis 2 is being used on everybody, as it usually is. The defense is put to use to make Let's even more useful. So we're going to try to get some shots on Kraken at this point now. We do have a paralyzed Black Wizard, however. So we are down on magic. What was that?
The TNT led to the Thor Hammer.
Oh my, yeah, I knew there was the Thor with Hammer out there, so that means that that means that it's just... What was that other item we picked up?
It was the ruby.
The ruby, yeah, this is where it is. This is going to be where the cube is.
Yeah. Oh,
we were
asleep.
Oh, 3 characters asleep. Let's fell asleep, but Let's did wake up immediately, so he can still fight. Everyone else woke up, so we're good on that. 751 damage, and that is that. Kraken goes down.
And that's gonna be first blood here from Thunderclaude. Finding the first orb of the match. That's been a while. I've been wanting to say that for a while since I wanted to be playing that for 1R.
Checking the magic here. There's Fade and Harm, by the way.
And there's that cube.
Fade is being purchased, and yep, we knew the cube had to be there. So that means that Groggydog, I think at this point, is in go mode?
Yeah, it looks like... well, actually, I think Groggy still needs to get the loot.
Oh, he didn't get the loot yet.
Yeah, he needs to get the loot.
Thunderclaude is going to turn into TNT right now. He's going to be sorely disappointed.
Oh, it looks like a brief check from our tracker. It looks like Groggydog does have the loot.
Yeah, I thought I saw him pick it up, so he is in go mode then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's go mode.
Now, Thunderclaude won't be too far behind because he's going to go to the airship and probably heading over to the Titan Tunnel right now. There he is, heading straight over to it. And no, he's not. Going to Sarda first. He didn't get the item from Sarda yet. I thought he got this too, actually.
I don't believe he did. He may have gotten it before and may have reset out
of
it.
He did get out of it. He did get it before because it just told him revive the power of the orbs.
Okay, so yeah, Thunderclaude head over to the Titan and have him turn Munch Yummy, and Thunderclaude is gonna get that cube, and now he will also be in go mode.
So 55 minutes and 8 seconds. Both of our runners are now in go mode.
And Thunderclaude does have the orb advantage here, as Thunderclaude did take out Kraken, lighting the first orb.
I'm trying to get a look at the levels here. I didn't get a good look on Groggydog's side, what level he's at. But Thunderclaude does go to the volcano. He is going to go and do a fire dive right now. He does not have to stop at the armory and open chest, but I would still be wondering if he will look for another ribbon. That might be worth a dip into those 12 chests. We'll see. Nope. Maybe not. No, he is going in. He's going to check this chest along the way. Iron armor, nothing useful. He is going to check the armory.
Ah, yes, the armory. Let's see what we got from over here once we get through this one encounter.
Well, you didn't have to fight it, so that's good news. There's some money. More money. More money. A house to go with that money. There's a white shirt. We're going to pick that up.
Yeah, that white shirt's very, very important. Very nice to have, too. Well, not important, but it's nice to have.
I believe it's extra invisibility, so yes, it does give extra defenses, and that is something that you do want to pick up if you can find it. And you already opened that one, Thunder. He didn't open the chest behind the trap tile. That I find interesting. Groggydog going to burn off some encounters, and he is still looking for equipment, it looks like, because he is looking at these Earth Cave chests.
Maybe looking for some more ribbons, or maybe find that black shirt somewhere else, or whatever's there.
Thunderclaude stops to open the chest to get that has about 1,300 gold in it, so there's that. There's a tent.
Alright, Thunderclaude underway over to fight Carrie.
Our second Fiend fight of the day. Groggydog still has not reached his first. And we're getting some zap strats on Carrie, it looks like. Interesting. Let's is asleep. That's not going to help him swing any swords at him. At Carrie. No 4th dimension exiling here. A little bit of a lag there, so we didn't see what was selected there. But somebody... Oh, man. Sleep is a power of Carrie's today for sure.
Yeah, that sleep. We've already seen sleep a few times in this particular race.
But thankfully, Let's did not have to do very much. Termination still came, and Carrie is no more. Yet.
Yeah. Guess we still gotta go back 2,000 years into the past. A link to the past.
Is there a link?
Maybe. I swear, I may have seen some elf in a green hat running around Topher.
Huh, let me think about that. Anyway, in the weapon shop there, he was selling weapons. I didn't catch what he sold there, but he did have the Excalibur up on his list there, so I'm assuming he kept that. Selling the power cane there, selling more items. The ice sword, the extra ice sword is going away. So he wants some money to buy some stuff. He's not just dropping the stuff, he wants to get the money to buy something. Probably magic over here, because exit was over here. So was life 2 and life.
Watch out for that chaos fight near the end of the game.
Oh, he wanted nuke. It wasn't too expensive, so he kind of oversold to get it, but I guess he has the money if he needs it. Groggydog is trying to say, excuse me, Mr. Bat.
And this is where I typically would dance around in that area when the bats just blocked the way in Earth Cave.
We have a pair of cock creases. Now, these guys could stone you, I believe, or is it the Perilous in the vanilla game? They could stone you. And we are now in the chamber preceding the access to the 4th floor of the Earth Cave, and I see that Groggydog cast some magic, but I don't know what he was using it on.
Groggydog gonna use that rod and go over to the next part of Earth Cave. And Thunderclaude, let's see where he might be heading up to, heading to Gaia.
Doing more magic shopping, I think. He wants to check the magic here again. He saw something he wanted. Temper is up here, so it's kind of funny if you think about it, because we know we're going to have super high level bosses. We might actually see runners, and this could be a strategy for some runners, probably not all of them, but some runners could decide to get extra levels. That means they will have extra charges of those level 7, level 8 spells, and therefore more chance to use them in the fights on the lower floors of Temple Fiends Revisits. That could be a strategy here to get more magic charges to be able to survive the floors a lot better.
Yeah. Alright. Thunderclaude over into the Mirage Tower.
There's the Opal Gauntlet. And there's a pair of Chimera. Meanwhile, there's a bunch of ooze on Groggydog's side. We are without pork, which is a shame because I like bacon.
And but for context, we're not talking about Ganon bacon.
No.
Okay, good. So I've had enough eating Ganon's bacon.
Yeah, we've had enough helpings of those for sure.
Yeah. But Groggydog's going to fight Lich.
Or as we call him in the community, Speed Bump version 2.0. Not as a little less bumpy, a little more bumpy in this version of the flags because we do have extra strength on it. But he still goes down easily.
Yeah, it's a termination for Groggydog to light the first crystal over on his side.
Thunderclaude meanwhile burns off another batch of encounters and heads into the Mirage Tower. And those guards are taking a lot of hits, a lot of HP damage today, it looks like. But 2 rounds, well, 3 if you count the fact that it was 2 individual attacks. Still enough to get him down. And there's more guards. This is a runnable encounter, but he is choosing to finish this fight because I guess only because there's 2 enemies in it. And probably not for the experience, which is only about 1,200. Now, usually there's a blue dragon here. Today it's a Quartet of Perilisk.
And on to the Sky Castle. The Flying Castle.
Let's get some guesses in chat. Is he going to open the 3rd floor chest, or is he just going to burn through? What do you think?
Well, I haven't really... I think Thunderclaude might opt to look for it. Opt to look for it because, I mean, he's still looking for stuff. Well, not looking for stuff, but like looking for like ribbons and all that.
I was gonna say he's gonna ignore it because he has 1 ribbon and he can put that on the character that really needs it. It's just a question of is he gonna shuffle that ribbon around or is he going to go with a strategy and stick with it? That's the question. I don't think he's gonna look for any more ribbons. I think he is actually in a position to skip this right now because he started walking left immediately. So let's see what he decides to do. No, he's gonna open this step. He's not gonna open the rest. It looks like.
Yeah, that's fair. So, outside of those particular checks, Thunderclaude's out to go mode this temple.
And this room wasn't worth it, so I bet he wishes those chests were shuffled just a little more. But we are 1-4 away from the penultimate challenge of the game, and that is, are we going to have to fight a robot? So get your Blessed RNG or your emotes or whatever it is you want to put in the chat, those of you watching live. Let's see if we can get ourselves a Warmech.
I just noticed this on groggydog's side too, but they find a Vorpal sword over on the armory. I think Thunderclaude had picked it up previously.
I don't remember seeing the Vorpal. Was it in the trap tile chest?
I think. I'm not really too sure. It looks like that is a trap tile chest.
Then Thunderclaude did not pick it up.
I'm seeing the same encounters.
Anyway, here we are, floor 5. What are we going to find on the Bridge of Destiny? And there is a little area where the encounter table is a little tight, so we're going to have 3, one after another here. So there is a good possibility we could run into something. There is a fighter. I'm surprised he didn't burn off 4 encounters on the 4th floor, actually. That's surprising. But maybe he wants to fight the Warmech for all we know. The 2 mages go down. 3,500 experience. There's 2 heirs about 2 steps later. Gets away from those. Continuing on, next encounter is 4 more heirs. groggydog down to the 4th floor of the volcano. There's the Red Hydras. Actually, let's see if they have anything. He's going to take the fight, and he's going to ice 2 of them out immediately. Only about 160 HP. That will take the rest down right now. There you go. One step later, the nachos.
Oh, come on, you're making me hungry now.
You're welcome. And they go down. So we're almost at the end of the bridge. And wow, these encounters are fast and furious. Red Hydras again.
Yeah, they're a good source of experience.
And Open is stunned, which is unfortunate for him. And we now see Thunderclaude is at level 21. We're not going to see Warmech on Thunderclaude's side. There is still groggydog's side, though, so it could still happen.
Okay, so no more mech over on Thunderclaude's side. It's off to fight Tiamat.
We just saw, hi, Mom!
Nice.
So we're going to get our second carry fight. Meanwhile, we do have a team map fight on Thunderclaude's side. Just uses nuke for 252. I was laughing at the High Mom, but I didn't see the rest of it. So we're going to keep tabs on both fights here. There's High Mom again.
Groggy, please.
T-Mac goes down.
That's the third crystal. Or third orb, same thing.
Or made of crystal?
Well, the remakes call them crystals, but here we call them orbs. So I am within reason to call it a crystal, even if it was an accident.
But you have to know we do call them orbs.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent.
It is an orb.
Yes.
And the orb is special. It is in Castlevania.
Thunderclaude takes the stop to get himself a steak. This time the steak is more willing to be eaten.
Fish are friends, not food.
And there's another steak. So use that fast. Cook up a steak for us.
A lot of steaks. Steak for you, steak for me, everyone gets a steak.
You get a steak. You get a steak.
I walked right into that.
Yeah, you did. Moving on. And Thunderclaude is grinding off of these steaks, it looks like. I mean, look at 3,700 XP for each one. Why not, right?
Yeah, so Thunderclaude is often go for T-Rexes because some more experience just to get him ready before Topher.
Now, it looks like he is playing for the 4-man strategy here. He's not taking somebody out to, not trying to murder someone in order to get to a 3-man strategy to XP faster. He's keeping all 4 alive. It looks like he's going to rely on all 4 Light Warriors to get through Temple Fiends Revisited.
Oh, and to answer question chat from CG Rifter, is there a Final Fantasy ROM editor? Yes, there is a Final Fantasy ROM editor. It's called Hackster, and it's what a lot of the runners use if you want to put in custom sprites, or in the case of groggydog, write "Hi Mom."
And we have seen other neat hacks as well. In fact, I keep forgetting who it is that has it, but there's one that has female Light Warrior characters in it, and I really need to get the sprites for that sometime and actually do something with my beads, because that'd be an interesting set to make if I were to bother doing that.
Yeah, mine, those are the Valkyries of Light.
Yeah, that's it.
And I personally made some sprites myself. And you can definitely check them out over at the Final Fantasy Randomizer Discord that we have. It's a very nice place, too. Very, very welcoming to new players. We have our own little program, known as the Duckling Program, and helps new players like myself play the game.
Now, speaking of the Duckling Program, we have ducklings, we have platypuses. In fact, Thunderclaude, first time I saw him, as I said at the start of the race, was at the Platypus Invitational in one of the races there, and I think we had him featured in the final top 4 of that race, and he did very well in that throughout that event. So not surprising to see him where he is right now, going for his 5th win in a 6-week round robin.
Yeah, for sure.
And you get that lovely Poison music right now. Are we going to get a chance to see that room today? And the overs go down. It's all over for them. No bat room.
Oh, yeah, well, we're talking about Final Fantasy 1 too. I'm thinking about this
too.
Definitely.
I'm being correct.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm being corrected that it's Swiss. I'm not important, but go ahead with what you're going to say. I'll talk about that in a second.
Okay, yeah. Definitely give these two a nice hearty follow. Thunderclaude and groggydog. They're doing an excellent job. They got themselves in a really good position to possibly move on. And we have our tracker for us today. Mage, yes, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. I think I got it right. And, of course, Cyclone and myself, Professor Renderer, give us a follow, too. I'm putting myself out there, and especially in a new territory like Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer. I'm a Link to the Past Randomizer person, mostly, but I want to branch out.
I know both of these guys from the Link to the Past area as well. They are volunteering in multiple sets like myself, so definitely appreciate the volunteering for everything that you do choose to help out with here. We do appreciate that, obviously, as well. So definitely good group of people that we have in all of our communities here, not just in any exclusive community, but all of our communities have a lot of great people in them.
And also, shout out to Danny. He's in the chat right now. She's in the chat right now. Hello, welcome aboard. And Thunderclaude is about to fight the last orb, fighting Lich.
It is. Meanwhile, groggydog has released the Kraken and has destroyed the Kraken.
In one fell swoop.
Didn't take much. And gets to fight a water on the way out, so a little bit of a delay there, but he's got it there now.
Yep, and that's all 4 crystals left for Thunderclaude. And groggydog just lit up that water orb.
So we're going to have our restock in Elfland today, not in the normal location. We're going to have to get that poison destroyed, because that's going to kill the ears if we keep that on for much longer.
Oh, yeah. Never fun to just have one of your party members die from poisoning.
Probably going to use a heal pot here and going to use a house to heal back up. He's at 1 HP. He has to.
Oh, yeah. Alright, last minute changes up of the armor here just before heading into Topher.
So we are going to have Thunderclaude get in a little early to the Temple of Fiends Revisit. We still not see much dangers here. I'm waiting to see if something comes and rears its ugly head here to say, not so fast, because we have a pretty good time for this seed so far.
Oh yeah, this is looking to be a really good time for Thunderclaude, and pretty soon, Thunderclaude will be heading in 2,000 years back in time.
He just did, actually. So he's on the 2nd floor now, and is on his way to the 3rd floor, and is going to go through where the gas dragons normally made my trip through here torturous. I used to hate fighting those guys. But nonetheless, I did them, and I won the game vanilla, and we are here today. So...
Very cool. Very cool. We don't have any orbs.
Yeah. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. So yeah, this is where I typically would say that 21 chests of the Torah separates Thunderclaude from completing the seed, but instead, there's 4 things that separates Thunderclaude from going to Chaos and completing the seed. Let's do this.
And I am very interested to see what Kraken 2 and T-Mat 2 have to stop us from getting to Chaos, because that is where the Gatekeepers usually start to show up. But with 230%, but bosses, it could be carried as the Gatekeeper. Even Lich once in a while throws out something nasty. Because there's a lot of nuke, there's a lot of other nasty spells, Tornado, Nuclear, even a Cure 4 sometimes, which if it's on Chaos with 4,000 HP, that is nasty. So there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong here.
Oh yeah, that'll be quite a mess.
So now we're going to get to our speed bump version 2.0 or 3.0 at this point, if you count the vampire as one.
Yep, first of the fights here. This revisited and...
You gotta be kidding me! 268 HP, one shot, Lich 2 goes down.
That's pretty much paper.
That was just fold a crease, throw it in the trash can. That's what that was right there.
Or maybe it's cardboard. Oh,
no, paper. Cardboard is stronger.
Yeah, you're right. Cardboard's much stronger than paper. Take back. I don't ignore what I said about the cardboard.
It's harder to rip. I mean, you gotta go with it.
Yeah.
So some Agumas and Red Giants go down, and Thunderclaude's halfway through the fire floor. More fire. Groggydog, meanwhile, dealing with all the Catmen in Mirage Tower. Or is that Sky Palace? He's in one or the other.
It's the Sky Palace looking like, but well, at least for what I'm seeing so far. We'll see if it's actually a Mirage Tower or actually up in the sky temple.
Yeah, I think they appear in both, so it could be either. Level 22, 21, it was Mirage Tower still. I'm assuming that fight was unrunnable, because you don't take a fight with that many enemies in it that are hard to kill.
Right. And now groggydog's on their way over to go up to the Sky Temple, got run through his Paralysis.
Yep, he's in the Sky Palace now. Thunderclaude, meanwhile, on Carry too. And there's the nuclear from Carry, and all the mages are on a knee. So this is we're gonna get a nuke back at Carry. Doesn't do much. 173 damage. Fade is gonna do 292, I think that was.
292.
Gonna get a fast on the Knight, Let's. And let's see if Let's can do what Let's needs to do. Heal 3 comes out. Will there be another mad tough spell coming out? We're gonna find out in a second. Another double nuclear! Oh, and there's our life caster. Our life caster is down. The first gatekeeper has been found, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, groggydog hurries up. This might be a chance for him to come back.
We knew there had to be something. It could not be that easy. We knew there had to be something. And there's our first indication that there is something.
You said it. You said it, Cyclone. Those stopgaps in Temple of Fiends Revisited. They're gonna bite you.
When the seed seems too easy, the gatekeepers show up. That's what tends to happen most of the time.
It's a red herring, pretty much, except we got all the items.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, we're already getting prayers in chat for another War Mech encounter, which we did not see on the first side for Thunderclaude. So we're going to keep an eye on groggydog for a moment here and see if War Mech does appear. He is on 4-4 right now, not on the Bridge of Destiny yet. Probably going to get about 4 or 5 encounters the way this encounter table is set up, so I would not be surprised to have... That still is a good chance at a War Mech. Even if it is 1 in 64, that's still a good chance. About 5, that's still 1 out of every 64, so if you get 5 encounters out of that 64, that's still a fairly decent chance.
Alright, groggydog on the Bridge of Destiny. If you want that War Mech, get your plus RNGs in chat.
Well, we're starting with 2 mages, and that's what Thunderclaude started with, so he might be at the part of the encounter table where War Mech may not appear. I'm expecting some nachos at about the 4th encounter, maybe some red hydras around that, flanking it. There was something else in the middle here. We got a pretty good run, actually. There's the red hydras. But there were 3 encounters right after each other at one point. This could be where that is in the encounter table. He's close to that, I think. Meanwhile, Mudgull's on Thunderclaude's side. There's another encounter, more red hydras.
May want to shout this out too. Will Cleosis in the chat as well. The infectious Will Cleosis.
The Dragon Slayer himself is among us.
And go ahead.
And no War Mech groggydog pulling T-Mat. It's going to be his 4th orb. And I see the orbs have been turned off on Thunderclaude's side, but he does have all 4 orbs that can tree because he is in Temple of Fiends Revisited.
Yeah. And Will Cleosis is, of course, the one that you heard earlier today, along with Will Bloodworth. I was tracking alongside too. I am honored to be called the mad scientist of the Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer. Now I have a mark in this community. And yeah, I see Will Bloodworth in the chat too, giving out that Will Illuminati symbol.
Been a while since I've seen that one.
All right. Back onto the randomizer too. There's some Agamas that's not Aghanim. And groggydog continuing to fight Tiamat.
So Thunderclaude going through a round of fire right now. And they, by the way, they are unrunnable, as you can see. I think in the vanilla game they are unrunnable, but they can be runnable here. They just are not today. And go ahead.
groggydog just lit the final crystal, or final orb. Again, remix it again.
You did it again.
Yeah, the same dungeon too. I mean, again, the vanilla game calls them crystal. No, okay. The remix calls them crystals.
Never mind. Moving on.
Okay. On to Carry 2 again for Thunderclaude.
So Carry 2 did a double nuclear last time we were here. Are we going to see that again? Or is Carry going to be somewhere else in the turn order here? Oh, that's a lot of damage throwing out this time. We may get by this one quick. Nope. Nuke wasn't enough. So let's see what Carry pulls out this time around. Lightning 3 is being selected. Going to reverse that. Going to fast. No, Nuke. And Fade. Nuke and Fade will come out on this turn. But Carry, no, they will not, because Carry is already down. No nuclear this time from Carry.
Alright, that's the first one out of the way. To fight off against Kraken and Tiamat 2.
And these water got a lot of turn order here. By the way, groggydog is now behind Thunderclaude. If Thunderclaude has any trouble with another gatekeeper here, groggydog will be in the lead.
Yeah, both are now in the Temple of Fiends Revisited. Anything from Thunderclaude, whether it be Kraken giving some problems or Tiamat giving him problems, that could change the tide of battle really quickly.
The Wizard Saheg's trying to use Quad X 3 times. It failed 3 times because, you know, I think 163 might have a ribbon. He would have been susceptible to that if he didn't. And Groggy finding a batch of Frosties here. And release the Kraken 2.
Alright, yeah, Kraken flight time.
Invis 2 put to use, so that's going to improve the speed a little bit, the invisibility. Power Bonk is used, so Let's is going to be hitting like a truck now. Another round of Invis 2. Kraken is given free turns right now, but there's the Ice 2, and the Black Wizard took the most of that. $93 on that Lit 3 charge. Another Lit 3 does 88, so that doesn't do very much. You would think it would against the Fiend of Water, but not today. 493 is enough to terminate. And meanwhile, groggydog is now on the Earth floor fighting, while getting away from the Earths. Going to come upon his own Lich 2 fight in a moment.
Once again, if Thunderclaude has some trouble on Tiamat, or if Chaos decides to be a jerk, groggydog has the upper hand here, as groggydog takes down Lich 2. Oh!
Wow, that was quick. Nuke already, and this is going to be a problem.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. That can be a big problem if Tiamat decides to do a nuke again.
Yeah, if this is a double nuke like Carry did the first time around with nuclear, we're going to have an issue.
Definitely. And this could, again, sway the tide of battle.
Oh, timeout went for the White Wizard. Correct move if you want to protect Chaos, but didn't do enough damage. Tiamat takes 17 damage!
Oh.
groggydog is on the fire for me while coming up to the Carry 2 fight. This was the first real gatekeeper since Lich was paper and Kraken apparently is paper.
Soon find out if groggydog needs to get through that. Hope to not see those nuclears.
Meanwhile, Thunderclaude trying to survive without his black magic in this fight.
Ugh, 2 damage. Ugh.
Yeah, this is an absorbent T-Mat.
Oh, groggydog terminates carry.
First try, so that's a little bit of a gain on Thunderclaude here because Thunderclaude did take a death to double nuclear. We're getting nothing on T-Mat right now. There's 108.
Yeah, this T-Mat is pretty bulky and pretty evasive too.
Now, if groggydog can hold on to his Black Wizard for that fight, that could. There's the nuke again.
Oh,
we have it. Yeah, this is pretty much a wipe. This is pretty much a wipe. That's it.
Yeah, it's
groggydog is in the lead.
Yeah, groggydog is now taking the lead here on Thunderclaude. That is a tough death for Thunderclaude.
That's a nasty one to take. Absolutely nasty. So we're gonna get the Kraken 2 fight for groggydog. He doesn't know what's coming up on T-Mat's floor. This is gonna be. I'm gonna be curious if he can get through T-Mat with no problem. Thunderclaude is probably trying to find a trap tile to grind on or something that he can use at this point. I'm not sure what he's specifically looking for.
Oh, groggydog also lost his black magic.
I don't think groggydog has life on Wedge. If that's the case, then he can't bring back either of those wizards.
Yeah, and
I'm lying. Life 2 is on. Ooh. Yes. Wedge does have it. It is Red Mage learnable.
Yeah, groggydog continues on here. Knocking down Kraken. It got now fight Tiamat.
Now, will he be able to get through this really, really bulky Tiamat 2 as Thunderclaude tries to park on the dock, but that doesn't work. No parking here, buddy.
And that's where boats are docked.
Not finding anything useful and just goes back to the temple and goes in again.
Oh, groggydog, seeing how powerful Tiamat is, just right away knocking out that black wizard.
That's what Thunderclaude had to deal with too. So let's see if groggydog can adapt and do things differently. Fire 2 comes out. There's the heal 3 being attempted here. There's the power bonk. Nuke immediately! The party goes down!
Oh, this is going to be and we have a race on our hands right now. Thunderclaude back in control of the lead.
This is a race, ladies and gentlemen. I remember I said about half an hour ago, it can't be this easy. It is not going to be easy. You have to earn that 5th win.
Yeah, and that 5th one is very, very important for these 2 runners.
Coming in chat, this COFR is being amazing. Absolutely, I agree. So they get another comment in chat. This from Will Costas, and I agree with this. I was actually about to touch on this. It might be a case where they have to get some extra levels so they can survive these further dives. And it could come down to who makes that adjustment first to get the win here, because these fiends are telling us they're not going to just let us walk in if we're not ready for it.
Yeah, you're very right, Cyclone. And these levels level advantage will have to be very much importance here if Thunderclaude wants to make it through here. And groggydog will also need to find those levels eventually.
And this is one of those cases where if we had a black belt, you just grab level 42 and you punch everything. We don't have that option here.
Yeah, Lich goes down for Thunderclaude for the third time. Yeah, third time.
It doesn't take much to take down paper.
Yeah. Knocking Thunderclaude going through those Agamas. Again, not like Aghanim.
Yeah, they are different.
Yeah, it's not Aghanim. It's not a ball slinging wizard. It's just a spider thing. So that's what Aghanim is supposed to be.
I offer no comment. Anyway. So groggydog is going to take his second shot at a piece of paper.
And this piece of paper, indeed, groggydog takes on Lich the second time.
It is sufficiently ripped, and moving along. And there's the Agamas on groggydog's side.
Oh, they're not even spider things. They're like ant things.
Lizards.
Lizards. Yeah, there you go. Lizards.
Yeah, they're Saria, and they look the same. Obviously, different color palette.
Yeah.
Iguanas
on
too.
the carry too again.
Iguanas are the young version of them too, by the way.
Right.
And we're on level 24 on Thunderclaude's side again. Yeah, this is going to be a case where the levels are just not high enough.
Yeah, for sure. Probably need to get up to like 30 or something in order for this I want to get through that Tiamat that's been blocking these two runners.
Yeah, 26 is usually the minimum butter zone. 25, 26 in that area, I think. So 24 is pushing a little bit. It can be done, but you have to have a good run in order to have that happen especially on a fiend like Tiamat in this format. So in this particular seed especially. So it's going to be a challenge getting through that Tiamat, but I think whoever gets through Tiamat first may have a good chance to win this race because we don't know what Chaos is like, but as long as Chaos is not a nasty fight, this could be whoever gets through Tiamat first wins.
Yeah. And groggydog having to go back to Cornelia. Thunderclaude and heading down. Let's go over to Elfland. So Thunderclaude is adding up more time onto groggydog. Ice 2 comes out for Kraken. Ice 2 back at Kraken.
Not a lot of damage, but that's normal for Ice 2. Fade comes out, 115 damage. There's a 503 shot, and that is enough to take out Kraken. So yeah, Kraken not very difficult in either try here. Or for groggydog. So let's see what Tiamat 2 does to Thunderclaude this time. Will it be another immediate nuke and goodbye Black Wizard? Or will the Black Wizard get to actually do something this time?
Let's just hope for the best here. Thunderclaude back onto the Tiamat fight. Picking up those Invis 2s. And
Immediate nuke! Immediate nuke. But the Black Wizard is still standing. I would have come out with an immediate heal 3 charge knowing that nuke was probably going to start off. So now he's going to have to hope he gets the turn order so he can get that Black Wizard healed.
Yeah, Thunderclaude using that heal 3 to bring those two back up off of one arm.
If there's another nuke, it's not enough. He has to get him healed more. Oh, Fire Tooth, he'll survive that. But he does need to get more heal out there. There's the power bonk, and there's the nuke. I knew it was coming, and that's going to wipe everyone else.
Oh. This Tiamat... Well, this Tiamat refuses to go down.
This could be a case where you have to get the levels to survive those nukes. That's what this is looking like.
Yeah. Another fall here would, again, bring it back into groggydog's favor, but then again, like you said, Cyclone, you need to get those levels.
That's it. That's three nukes. 3 nukes.
Oh, this is
3 nukes in that fight.
Oh, this is painful for Thunderclaude.
Painful is not even the word.
I don't even know what word to even describe it then. Groggydog back in the lead.
Have a call in chat to get the lamp. That should help. The hallway of horror has gray nagas and airs, it looks like, and there's the worms.
Yeah, Thunderclaude just opting to go and grind for some levels just to survive this Tiamat.
And that's what you have to do here, I think. Now, groggydog is at level 26. He could, in theory, survive this if he plans the fight correctly. And gets maybe another level or 2 before he gets down to Tiamat 2.
Yeah, you are correct about this, Cyclone. So, again, groggydog back in the lead.
Question, Shah, how many Agmas is a worm? 1 1/4, 1 1/2, something like that. Someone else might know the math on that better than I do. Gonna run from the airs and gonna go back to the worm trap tile. So he found the tile he wants to work on. He's gonna check the other tiles to the left and below to see if they're worms as well. And apparently the person who rolled the seed is being offered a beverage right now. We won't discuss that, but...
I could go for one pretty soon, maybe water.
So it looks like Thunderclaude is going to play the strategy of getting 3 characters leveled up. It has the Black Wizard down right now, and actually, never mind, maybe that just went down on its own, because Open just went down as well.
Groggy back onto the Lich fight. Pretty much, this is paper, so won't be a big deal for groggydog.
And here's the good news for Thunderclaude. If he needs to level 2 characters up, these are the 2 to level up. Because the White Wizard is going down to that triple nuke. In fact, 2 of the nukes takes it down, even with all the heals. And that White Wizard needs to be around to get everyone back to life after the Tiamat 2 fight, assuming he survives. So I would actually go with these 2 characters in the grind right now.
Yeah, and that's especially important because experience is shared between all living party members. Either that those are
White Wizard's down. White Wizard's down. He has to stop the grind. He has to get out of here.
Yeah.
Which means he has to get away from these worms, and they could kill him first if he's not lucky. No, they're not strong enough. But he can't run, and he's just going to take the wipe. He's going to take the wipe.
Yeah, has to run off some encounters, too, just to get himself back into position.
This is just getting obnoxiously painful right now. But he did find 2 worm tiles next to each other. The second one they got to there, or the one left where he is now, and the one below, they both have worms on them. So he does have 2 trap tiles that he does like for experience. But they're a hard fight.
Oh, for sure. So while groggydog is making their way back over to that Kraken fight, Thunderclaude continues to farm up for those on those worms. Open goes down, 163, down on one knee. 163 goes down. Alright, groggydog is about to approach that Kraken fight pretty soon. It's gonna go through a few more encounters. Alright, groggydog back onto the Kraken fight. Thunderclaude fading, using that fade on those worms.
I'll be very interested to see if groggydog can survive Team Ad 2. I don't think he's going to have a problem here on Kraken, who is usually the first gatekeeper. That's the first one you usually fight your nails over, but not doing anything today. It's Carrie who was the first problem, and groggydog hasn't seen that yet. The double nuclear on that Thunderclaude did on one shot. But Ad 2, both of them have experience with this. I want to see if he survives this right now. So we're going to keep an eye on groggydog right now, especially. Thunderclaude is down to his two-man grind again, the White Wizard and the Knight. Putting the Knight on top, trying to draw the attention to it. groggydog gets the power bonk out. Are we going to see an immediate nuke? There's lock 2. Easy to hit. That's good. But Pork is assaulted. Ouch. 442 damage. But that means that everyone else didn't have to put up with a nuke yet, so that's a free turn, basically, for them. Well, speaking of nuke, there it is, and that's pretty much a wipe.
Yeah. That's,
even if he survives, I don't... Yeah, that's... No, the nukes are too strong. You have to level up. You have to level up.
Yeah, at this point, groggydog just said, you know what? Oh, I'm gonna go back in there again.
Yeah, groggydog's just gonna keep beating his head against the blender here because the way that T-Mat is rolling, he's literally gambling and hoping that he's just gonna get a good shot at him. But with a triple nuke, especially 2 every time we've seen him, there's no way he's gonna get a good roll on this. Almost no way. Like, it would take a miracle to not get even 1 nuke out, let alone 2.
Right, and for Thunderclaude's case, grinding up is the only thing that can really help keep that Knight up.
And because Thunderclaude is doing that, even though he doesn't have the White Wizard up right now, he knows he can try and get out of here after this fight. Hopefully he can get out, and hopefully he can get those levels and go heal everybody so he can continue the grind. But because of what's happening here with these worms taking out everyone really, really strong shots from him, this is not going to be an easy grind. I would find a different grind tile at this point.
Right, because Thunderclaude would have to keep reviving all of the all the wizards that have gone down thus far.
He can't even revive them because he doesn't have a life spell on the Knight. They're level 6.
Right. But he has to have to he needs to leave in order to
Exactly. That makes it a much slower process. If life was even level 4, then the Knight would be able to bring him back and heal him up and keep him going without having to leave. But he has to leave every time. Because the worms are so strong in this seed, he needs to find a different tile to grind on, in my opinion.
Yeah, and Thunderclaude is just going to head over to Gaia. And obviously, his intention here is to revive all...
we haven't seen this magic yet.
Oh, that's true.
Well, there's your regular cure if you need it.
Yeah.
Lock. Well, we saw Lock 2 early, but we didn't see Lock.
Yeah, Lock wasn't been found. We had Lock 2 pretty early on.
Yeah. 147 gold for each warrior that comes back. That's a bit of a discount compared to the vanilla game. I think it's 750 up here. Or maybe I'm thinking of the Honorac Hotel. I don't know. Is he going for Tyros?
Burn of encounters might be heading for those Tyros.
No, he's going to Lufane. Because he was burning off encounters there. He wants to get to Lufane. He's going to do a hard reset. Now he's going to do a few soft resets to get the encounter table back up so he can get a free walk into Lufane. Cure 4 is down here according to chat. That's what he's going for right now. That would make sense.
Yeah, Cure 4, grabbing that right away makes tons of sense for Thunderclaude, especially if you want to get through that get over the Tiamat.
groggydog, meanwhile, found the Gassies, so the Gas Dragons are being fought right now. That is also a good experience talent. Since we do have access to exit, we can go in, fight those, and then leave and save outside.
groggydog getting his warriors up to level 27.
It looks like groggydog is doing exactly what I said. He's trying to grind off the Gas Dragons.
Yeah, and it makes a lot of sense at this point because really you need, again, like we talked about this multiple times during this entire Topher process. Those levels are very, very important if you want to get through Tiamat too.
Well, Thunderclaude going back in. Let's see if he's going to try and do the Gas Dragon grind too, or if there's something else he wants to try and do here. Or is he just going to go for it again? He very well could. First of all, we're going to let an Imp run away because, you know, they're scared now. I mean, if you had a light warrior with muscles bigger than your leg, then you probably would run too.
Yeah, I don't want to get punched in the face by huge muscles.
Yeah.
Chat members of Falconic, one of our chat members, Falconic.
Look at this. I thought Grog was going to do this. He got to level 28. He's outside. He's saving. He's going back in.
Yeah, this is fair. And, really, now, something to bring it up too, groggydog does have that Vorpal sword in hand. Of course, heavy on crits.
Well, Thunderclaude is going to go ahead and check our last two chests there. It's not the last two. There's a couple on the later floors, but we rarely see those. All I found was a Pure Pot in a cabin, though, and the cabin is useless. Pure Pot could be useful later, though.
Oh, definitely.
Being poisoned somewhere, I'm sure. Meanwhile, groggydog fighting a few bad men. Thunderclaude is back on the first floor. Temple Fiend revisited. The worms show up here too, and this time it was Chimeras. And down to the earth floor, so he's taking the lead back down to the basement.
And while groggydog continues to grind, looking for those gas dragons, there's one.
I thought if I was groggydog, I would go for it now on level 28 because you gained a couple levels. Give it a shot, see if you can get by. But I think that triple nuke combination, that triple nuke wombo combo, if you will, literally has him scared to move on. I think he is just being very cautious. He knows Thunderclaude has to deal with this too. He's probably seen the same thing by this point because neither of them is done yet. So he knows he has a little bit of time he can use to grind and just hopes that he doesn't wait too long and can get down there before Thunderclaude can.
groggydog getting up to level 29. Thunderclaude refighting Lich for the, I don't know how many times we've done Lich thus far.
It doesn't really matter. He's kind of not worth remembering.
Yeah,
I think this is the fourth trip down, though, for Thunderclaude.
Oh, but Thunderclaude loses his Black Wizard 163. Nothing Life 2 can't undo. but still a life 2 charge down. Pork goes down to the gas dragons. Again, something that life 2 can't undo. Another loss of a charge, but like still, groggydog just opting to go and continue the grind.
Why do they have to always take out the pork?
I don't know. Pork is good.
Do they have something? Are they doing their own meme where we go for the burger from the Tyro, now they're going for the pork off of groggydog? Like, come on.
I mean, it works.
It does. It really does. Anyway, groggydog is fighting the wizard vampire and 2 zombies. They leave unfought. Bad men are ignored. I think he's going for it now. Not grinding at this point. Nope, there's the gas. He's not even gonna take that fight. He's done.
Yeah, at this point he's just committing to his levels. He seems happy enough where he is, and it's just a matter of hopefully this should be enough. Like hoping that this is just enough levels to get him through Tiamat 2 as Thunderclaude goes over to carry 2.
I was worried that he might have waited just a little too long. I would have gone at 28 for all warriors. At that point, it's worth trying it. Carry coming out with the nuclear immediately on Thunderclaude. This is going to give groggydog a chance to be in the lead again, I think.
Yeah, if that never.
Oh no, got by. Oh. Got by.
Okay. That's another life 2 charge down. Those levels though, giving a lot of those charges that we got more than we had originally.
And down the third floor. Kraken was no problem. It's really Tiamat 2 we're going to be keeping an eye on here. And there's our piece of paper again.
Yeah, groggydog on the Lich fight again. A harm 4.
And yep, there's the one shot. I mean, we knew that was enough. The first time we saw Lich 2, a harm 4 took it out in one shot. We knew that was enough. So it's always good to get the turn order and get that immediately. Some analysis going on in chat about the Cure 4 for Thunderclaude, suggesting that could be enough, and it very well could be. But we have to hope that the characters who need it don't get killed in 2 shots, because that would put Thunderclaude right back where he was before.
Yeah, and this would be a it'd be a huge kick in the teeth if Thunderclaude sees that it's just not enough levels to take out Tiamat 2.
He did try and do a grind, but he chose a very dangerous spot to grind, so he gave up on the grind and is just giving another shot at it. groggydog had a much better spot to grind with the gas dragons and was able to save his progress by warping out, whereas Thunderclaude had to waste time walking it out. So groggydog had the better grind here. We're gonna see if this pays off here.
Yeah, here we go. Thunderclaude back on Tiamat 2.
And getting the heal 3 out immediately, but this time the turn order does not favor him, doing what I said he should have done before, but the nuke did not come out preceding it, so the turn order is not going to be favorable.
Yeah, and groggydog takes out carry 2 again.
Tiamat hits box for a lot of HP there, 286, 106 left. Invis 2, easy to dodge. With the higher levels, it should make dodging easier. Nuke for 105, so that's a little bit of damage. The Black Wizard is getting to do some stuff this time. First time we've seen that against Tiamat 2. There's the nuke. There goes the Black Wizard. There goes Open. There goes Boxes. It is man mode once again.
Oh boy. And all on that fighter.
At this point, Thunderclaude has got to be asking himself, what am I supposed to do here? What do you expect me to do, game?
Yeah, this is very tough for Thunderclaude. And groggydog back onto that Kraken 2 fight.
And we have people in chat considering never playing this game again.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
2 crits on Tiamat. Well, that's just not enough.
That's a wipe. We got groggydog in the lead.
Once again, Pork looks like Luke is giving Luke the Vorpal sword. Now, let's see if this grind has paid off significantly for groggydog. If groggydog gets past Tiamat 2, all is left is just chaos, and that's it.
Now at this point, we have no record of what groggydog's audio is like, so we're not. We don't have it checked. We don't have it ready to go right now. I'm gonna check on it quickly if we can change over to it.
Poisoned. Got poisoned by those iron goals. And yeah, Groggy's gonna have to use that Pyrrha on Pork and just build up that HP with a bunch of heals.
We did confirm the audio, so we are going to use it while we have a chance here. Let's see if we have Team At 2 able to be beaten by groggydog here.
Yeah, we got a lot of levels to work with now. See if that grind from the gas dragons was enough to take out at least have a shot against Tiamat 2.
There's the nuke. The Black Wizard survives. That is important.
Yeah, and this is so at least we have a bit of progress on Tiamat 2.
Can we get enough heal 3s out to survive another nuke? That is the question. Pork gets destroyed, but the other characters get a free turn.
Using that power blaze, the power bonk here.
Going for the... Nope, can't use harm. He's thinking about heal 3, but he decides to use a wall on the white wizard. This might be a good move.
Yeah, anything to get Tiamat in a nice position here.
298. Oh, the red wizard got hit there. 83 damage left to take. Heal 3 necessary. May not be enough. There's another heal 3. Up to 241 and 301 respectively. Will it be enough? 514. That's a good smack. 181. That was on the knight, so this is a good sign.
Yeah, and that was 4 crits from that Vorpal sword.
He might survive this fight. He's in good position to survive this fight if he can get the HP down. Fire 2, that's not going to do enough damage against the Light Warriors, so that's going to be a smack for 213. Getting around 1,000 HP now, I think, somewhere in that range. Vanilla is 1,600. Can be up to about 3,200, 3,500 in that range somewhere. There's another 200 or something. There's the nuke. That they all survive, though. That's important.
Yeah, but that white wizard down on one knee. Gotta use those heals to keep them back into the fight.
If he had a Cure 4, he could pop him right up again, but that's he didn't get the Cure 4, I don't think. 513. There's fire. The wizard is back on a knee, but they're still standing. Another shot on time at 243. We're up to about 1,600 HP now. Fire 3 isn't going to do too much, but we need to get Big up quickly. He needs a lot of HP. That's the only life caster on the team.
Yeah, and this is very important here.
Terminate it! Got him!
Oh boy.
groggydog has the first shot at Chaos and can steal this race right now.
Yeah, it's just over the 2-hour mark, too. Oh boy.
Thunderclaude back down to carry 2 is going to be the first of the 2 gatekeepers. I'm talking about carry and T-Mat this time around, because Kraken didn't do anything.
Yeah, and groggydog having that Vorpal Sword in hand, we found that originally in the Volcano Armory, the Trap Tile chest. And Thunderclaude never picked it up during his adventure.
And he chose because he didn't want to waste time with the Trap Tile at the time. That's why he avoided it. He didn't want to take the Trap Tile. Either that or he forgot that he had not stuff on that Trap Tile. And that's something I want to know when we get to talk to them.
Yeah, and now groggydog has the first chance to fight off against Chaos.
So let's see what Chaos does today. Again, he can have over 4,000 HP on a bad day here, so let's see if it's that bad today. Lock 2 immediately making him easy to hit, so unless Chaos drops a fast or something like that, he's going to be taking some good damage here when the Knights get powered up. Fast is put on the Knight, looks like. We have low damage from Lit 2. That's not going to do anything nasty here. There is Bane. We can go for Bane strats if we want to, but he's not going to. We're going to use the Ice 3. Don't fool around with Bane when you have a hard team at 2. It's not worth it. Though it might be good against team at 2.
Yeah.
Pork is down on a knee already. Ice 3 is utilized. Lock 2 again making Chaos easier to hit, so making him easier and easier. There's the nuke coming out now. And there's an Invis 2 charge going around the group of warriors. All easy to dodge. The nuke hits for 140. Thunderclaude, meanwhile, coming up on team at 2. We'll keep an eye on his side as well to see how his fight goes. Pork is gone. So, Beans, anyone?
At this point, hopefully, at this point, these three should always hold their ground for the most part of the time. Those nukes did pretty well on Pork's side. It's all now hinged on Luke with the Vorpal Sword.
Here's the good news. Chaos is not hitting anywhere near as hard as Team At 2 is. Unless Chaos drops a Cure 4, which could happen. But unless Chaos drops a Cure 4, I'd say this is Groggy's right now.
Yeah. It's all hinges. Well, it's a lot of things that happen to terminate it.
5:19 does it, and that is the race groggydog has finished. And we're going to get his time in a second here. His official SRL time of 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 50 seconds. And his reaction immediately 4 seconds later in the SRL channel is, what?
Yeah. The true words have never been said. Honestly, what is the best word to describe this end game?
You know what? We know exactly who to ask that question to in a moment if he wishes to join us. And we'll see if he does wish to join us.
Yeah, at this point too, that Vorpal Sword paid off so well for groggydog. And it really, again, it really just harks back to the Volcano Armory. Thunderclaude didn't want to go and waste time on that Trap Tile, but groggydog wanted to go for it and picked up that Vorpal Sword. It paid off so much. Grinded enough levels to get the Vorpal Sword at a really good position, knocks down TM at 2, and proceeds to knock down Chaos. The
Knight is on a knee now, 171 HP on Let's, but somehow the White Wizard is still standing with the other 2 wizards down. Is he going to get enough damage? The Knight getting attacked, but actually missed. Heal 3 being used. The Knight is back up. So let's see if he can pull off the Team Out fight here. A little bit too late, unfortunately, but Team Out wanted to have a say today, obviously. Uh, 495, not enough. I think he was around somewhere in the 15 to 2,000 HP range, so I think it was in that range somewhere that he was at. There's 61 more. Getting another charge of heal 2 out this time. Heal 3 is apparently burned out at this point. Lit 2 comes out. There's 79 damage, so not getting a lot of damage on these hits, but as long as he can keep his warriors alive and avoid too many more nukes, he should be okay. And there's Termination. Now, at this point, Thunderclaude may have looked in the SR room and noticed that he's going to come in second place. He's like, what did I do wrong? Why did that just happen now that I've already lost? So that's gotta be a kick in the teeth for him right now. And the complimentary buffet of worms to go with that victory.
Alright, Thunderclaude, now on to their Chaos fight.
So we are going to follow the Chaos fight here. We are probably going to be joined by groggydog in a moment here as well. Looks like they might have a problem with the invite going out, so we're just trying to get him in here. So looks like the Invis 2 charges are being put out. The Black Wizard is already down.
I mean, this is still manageable with three Light Warriors up.
I'm reading that Groggy is having trouble connecting to this Discord right now, so that's what's taking him a moment to get in here. So we're going to keep trying to see if he can join us. If he can't, then obviously we still wish him a GG and congratulations on a very tough seed. So we will see if we can get him in here while we're still on the air, though. So Thunderclaude is plotting the next turn, takes a little bit of lightning to the face. He uses the same wall strategy, but this on the red wizard, not on the white wizard. There's the nuclear. Chaos had a nuclear. We did not see that on Groggy's side, I don't believe.
Yeah, that brings boxes down to one knee. Of course, that those heals to make sure that Boxes stays alive. Fire 3 comes out.
So the Chaos fight is still going here, and Chaos, by the way, not anywhere near as tough as Team Ad 2. We can confirm that. Chaos
sure.
was easy compared to Team Ad 2.
Yeah, Tornado comes out from Chaos. And terminated.
There it is. Terminated. So we're going to get his official SRL time. He has a time of 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 2 seconds, GG. And that is second place finish. That was, by the way, about an hour. An hour since he first entered Temple of Fiends Revisited. He was there for an hour.
Yeah.
That's how hard this castle was today.
Yeah, this is... And this was very tough for both of the runners, and it's like... Ugh, like, this... It really just came down to just levels. And then the Vorpal Sword, that advantage was all in groggydog's favor.
Absolutely, I can agree with that. The Vorpal Sword definitely did have a say in that final result. And groggydog says he is having a hard time getting in, obviously. We did mention that he is still confirming he's having trouble getting in. If he can get in, obviously we'll welcome him when he gets here, because we do want to talk to him if we can. But we do know that... he did find the Vorpal, and Thunderclaude did not find the Vorpal. And I believe, and groggydog, you can confirm this for me in the chat, was it in the trap tile chest in the armory in the volcano? Is that where it was? Because if it was, Thunderclaude never checked that chest.
Yeah, that was the it was the trap tile chest in the volcano armory. Never seen it, but as soon as it was Thunderclaude. Yeah, that's the name. It was what going through
Yes.
the rest of his plays.
Looks like Thunderclaude never got the invite either. We're gonna have to send him an invite too. Yeah, Groggy is saying he's totally locked out of Discord, and I'm just trying to see if Thunder is joining, but I don't see him joining us either. So I'm going to assume at this point that we may have a hard time getting both of them in here, which is a shame because that's a seed I wish we could chat about right now.
Yeah, I know. It's really just like it's one of the seasons that makes you go, "What the actual heck did I just play?"
Yeah, what just happened? Why did that have to happen like that? I mean, it is called Chaos Mode, and I kind of feel guilty for this to an extent because I did say about 50, 60 minutes or so, this cannot be this easy. There's no way it can be this easy. You can't, like, in Chaos Mode to go into Temple of Fiends Revisit in hour 10, it does not work that easy, and it proved that it was not that easy.
Yeah.
And what ended up happening at the end was that they both tried to find a way to grind. Thunderclaude went to the Earth Cave hallway, and groggydog stayed in Temple of Fiends Revisited and fought the very, very juicy gas dragon that just show up naturally, not even a trap tile. They just show up naturally on the third floor of Temple of Fiends Revisited. And that proved to be the better grind, and that got him down in an easier way to the bottom floor, and that got him the win. So he definitely earned that victory today.
Definitely.
So, yeah, since it does seem we are going to have trouble getting our runners in here, I think it is best we just go ahead and get ready to wrap here, unless they somehow join us at the last second here. But in doing that, I want to just bring up the schedule and confirm what races are on the docket coming up on the various channels here. I'm just going to figure out where I put that, and I can confirm that in a moment. There we are. So just to confirm some races that I do see on the schedule for today, where are they? That's the wrong schedule. I will bring up the right schedule, and I will confirm that. So while I do that, do you have any other thoughts?
Really, this was a fun. This was a pretty fun one to commentate. It's my first one doing this, obviously, and I'm hoping to do more of these in the future. And it was, still a wild ride. And honestly, I'm starting to consider now probably running my Vorpal as my engine.
We didn't find the Mazmoon either, actually. The Mazmoon was never found, so that could have been another... I don't mean to use the term because it's a Vorpal's term, but it could have been another game changer right there itself. If we found the Mazmoon, it could have given some good swings as well at some point. So not finding that also didn't help.
Yeah, that Mazmoon is still out there somewhere. Probably locked by key.
Probably greater than less than room is where it probably is today.
That too.
Anyway, got the schedule up here, and I don't know if this race is still going on, but it is wrapping up, so you may want to catch this one later if you don't want to be spoiled on the ending. But it looks like Cinema B and Greggly Puff are racing on Speed Gaming 6 right now. That is a 2-win matchup, so they're going for the 3rd win. We have Zenobian and One Fine Day coming up at midnight tonight. That is on Speed Gaming 2, and that is a race that has not started yet. Obviously, we got another hour and a half as we're doing this live here. We have later on the schedule for tomorrow a lot of races. I'm not going to go over all the times. You can go to the schedule and get more information on the times. But Black Knight versus Sealy Faye, 2 wins apiece. That starts the day at 6 o'clock. And then the evening from 8 o'clock onwards has a lot of races. We have Toronto versus our tracker tonight, Magius, 1 win each. They're going for their 2nd win. Ilmarkin versus Salty Fry, they're going for win number 4. Much Paranoia and Demon Frog trying to qualify for the play-in races. They're at 2 wins apiece. Silverfire and Lord Fizzlebeef, they're at 3 apiece. Caillou Ketsuki and Russian Bishop, 2 apiece. Cyrenus versus Asher 1611, they're at 3 apiece, as are Garbage, Speedwalker, and Bratster. And then that final race of the night, it looks like, for tomorrow, is Gouda 632 versus Jay Coper. Himself a very accomplished runner of multiple randomizers, and both are at 3 wins apiece in this Swiss flag or the Swiss setup, I should say. So those are all the races that are going on tomorrow. Make sure you come to the various channels. Some are going to be on Randomania, some are going to be on Speed Gaming. Make sure you follow Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6, Randomania and Randomania 2 through 4 to catch all of these races as they come on. And who knows, you may hear myself, Render, or many other great commentators in this community on those races tomorrow as well. We look forward to seeing you if we see you at those races. So again, any last thoughts, Render, before we do start to wrap here?
I'll probably just repeat what I said already. I really enjoyed myself for this first commentary that I did. It's very nice to come out and commentate FF1R, give a little bit of a break from LTTPR a little bit, just explore different randomizers and get some understanding about that. Probably want to start racing a few, play a couple seeds, race them, get some help from the duckling crew, the duckling pond. Very, very, very fun to watch and commentate.
It is a very fun event to talk about. That is correct. It's very, very exciting, and tonight's race proved just that. Any race can go in any direction. You can think someone is walking away with it, and then half an hour later you realize, you know what? It wasn't that easy. It was actually harder than we thought. And that any race, even if someone's half an hour ahead going into Temple Fiends Revisited, they can still lose the race. So just because they're in the final dungeon does not mean the race is over. And that makes this all the more exciting to watch, because anything can happen in these races. Just like any randomizer, anything can happen in these races.
Definitely.
So, yeah. So with that said, let's go ahead and get wrapped up here. Again, make sure you follow the runners. We do have the links in the chat, Thunderclaude and groggydog. And GG to both of them. Congratulations, groggydog, on getting to 5 wins. You do qualify, I believe, for the brackets automatically. I think 4 and 2 has a play-in race, if I'm not mistaken. So that will drop Thunderclaude down to that play-in race, I believe. And if you can also follow our tracker who races tomorrow as well himself. Magius1 is in his links there as well. Make sure you follow my co-commentator, Professor Render. I'm Cyclone GU. I will give my co-commentator the final word in a moment, but I just want to say thank you, chat, for watching. Couldn't do this without you, and we love having you here with us. So for those watching on YouTube, stay tuned. Another race of this term is following right behind this on our playlist. Otherwise, everyone have a great evening. We'll see you for the next one. Professor Render, take us out.
And may all your seeds be not painful, like with Tiamat 2. Find that vocal sword somewhere, and I'll have to play maybe Valorant, something else. But take it easy.
Good night.